In congressional news, Republican senator has somehow trumped his last filibuster by epic proportions. The infamous Texan Ted Cruz has somehow outdone himself once again. If you thought his 21-hour filibuster was long, his most recent one lasted a record-breaking 33 hours. Instead of past shenanigans of bedtime readings of Dr. Seuss's Green Eggs and Ham and elaborate Star Wars analogies comparing Washington to the Empire, Ted Cruz has somehow stepped up his game by previewing his new Fire mixtape. In his mixtape, What a Time to Be Republican, Ted Cruz dropped hot tracks such as Big Tanks and Trump Man. In his track Big Tanks, he straight up disses Democratic rappers Bernie Wop and the Demi Boys. The Global Health Innovation Act of 2015 has effectively been stalled due to this.
Yeah. No healthcare. Republican. Yeah. Trump man, that boy's up to something. He just tried to kick the Muslims out the country. That boy up to something, he just ain't be bluffing. You don't have to say my cash be full like guys, woo. I just got some bank, I don't owe no more taxes, woo. I smack Bernie with my left hand up like Apollo, woo. Trump man, that boy's up to something. Yeah, I know we just signed a deal, but I'm gonna need my advance to the next one too. They know I've been campaigning around. I need it. Cause I make some really big bank, and we be playing no pranks. We got some really big tanks. Better be coming with no taxes. And I ain't playing no pranks. We got them Democrats sank. Cause they make some really big bank, and we be playing no pranks. We got some really big tanks. Better be coming with no taxes. And I ain't playing no pranks. We got them Democrats sank. Oh, what a time to be Republican. You and yours versus me and mine. Laissez-faire. Who that Bernie Wop? Who them Demi Boys? Are we talking teams? Better vote for me.
Sugarland Princess Abigail Fisher has recently begun her second attack on affirmative action policies at state universities. 7 years ago, she filed Fisher versus University of Texas Austin on the basis that she was deprived of her rightful admission because some person of color who didn't deserve it stole it from her. Last week, she brought up the case to the Supreme Court a second time. Clearly, she couldn't take the hit, and now she's fishing for a second opportunity. Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia, like Abigail, refuses to accept the idea and insists that it does not benefit African Americans to get into the University of Texas where they do not do well, as opposed to having them go to a less advanced school, a slower track school where they do well. Well, maybe it's time he hits the track, because evidently he can't see beyond his layers of racism. When you hear about this case, it quickly becomes self-evident why the admissions committee didn't think Fisher had some hidden potential that wasn't reflected in her grades. Fisher, however, has decided that her unparalleled genius is going unnoticed because of the notorious racism that exists against the white people. Well, as the African American community has responded, stay mad, Abby.
On to our next segment. Welcome to Today I Screwed Up, a community for the stupid in all of us. We all have those moments where we do something ridiculously stupid. So, for our first story, Tissue by pulling a Woody Allen. Recently, a 2006 news footage from ABC talk show The View has resurfaced, highlighting an interview with Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump with his daughter Ivanka. And in this interview, Trump was asked what he would do if Playboy put Ivanka on the cover of their magazine. And what is his answer?
This is going to be an interesting answer.
Let's find out.
Although she does have a very nice figure. I've said that if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know.
I don't know if Trump is trying to be the next Woody Allen, but let's at least be fair. Trump has so far at least avoided marrying his own daughter.
So it's that time of the year again. You would think that people would be grateful having just raided a number of department stores just to hoard a lot of what they don't need. But nope, these people are back at it again. Devoted Starbucks followers recently expressed their indignation when they discovered the season's cups would be a two-tone red. Where are the reindeers, they ask? Most likely, dead. You don't have to be a math whiz to figure that one out. Santa's been around for how long? Oh wait, I forgot. He doesn't exist. And what's more, Reese's has been overwhelmed by angry environmentalists who argue the trees are being underrepresented. In cutting corners to produce chocolate blobs, Reese's saw the backlash coming. They practically asked for it. Reese's has just managed to quell these tree huggers, but now the parents are joining in on the fight. I mean, how else will their children learn what trees really look like? Fortunately for Reese's, their chocolates have recovered as a popular treat along with the slogan, "All trees are beautiful."
Thank you for taking your time to speak to us.
It's a great pleasure. Thank you.
So let's get to it. Last Thursday, you made some pretty controversial statements against the Muslims.
Somebody wasn't watching the news lately.
Pardon?
If you've been watching the news, you would know that it was all part of my Make America Great campaign.
And what I just don't get is how a complete shutdown on Muslims entering the country will make America a better place.
It's simple, really.
How so?
Well, we make all terrorists go away, and we make America become a better place.
What about the Muslims who don't believe in terrorism?
Terrorists who are making the recent attacks on America are Muslims, and that's who we should be getting rid of.
So all Muslims are terrorists?
It's simple, really. It's just like all birds are animals, animals are cats, and all birds are cats.
All birds are cats?
Welcome back to Today I Screwed Up, a community for the stupid in all of us. We all have those moments where we do something ridiculously stupid. So for our next story, Tissue by arming the whole family for Christmas. Just in time for the holidays, a Republican Assemblywoman from Nevada decided the warmest greetings for the holiday should come from the whole family, the whole armed family. Check out her jolly red-themed Christmas card.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
So Star Wars. Why are people freaking out? It's not even that good of a movie. The only people who still love Star Wars are the 40-year-old white guys who can't get over their favorite childhood movie. I mean, it should have died back in 2005. No, hold up. It should have died back in 1977, after that first movie came out. I mean, the only different thing they're doing in this movie is adding a black guy. That's not gonna make up for the past 6 movies full of white people in all white costumes. You know, instead of this movie, you should go watch Alvin and the Chipmunks. I mean, it's got just as much sci-fi. Talking squirrels? How is that even possible? And, you know, you should go to theaters and go figure that out.